Did you know that you don't have to submit a single application to get high-paying cybersecurity jobs delivered right to your inbox and to your cell phone? Well, today, not only are you gonna know that for sure, but I'm gonna show you exactly how to attract high-paying cybersecurity jobs without ever submitting a single job application. Are you ready for this? Let's go. Hey cyber heroes, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Boyd Cluis, an internationally recognized cybersecurity expert, and I help IT guys upgrade their jobs into a six-figure cybersecurity career. And if you want to join me on this journey, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you're notified each week when I drop new content to help you take your career to the next level and earn six figures in cybersecurity. Let's go. All right, cyber heroes, let's get started with this powerful video right here. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna build upon the last two videos. So if you did not watch how to start a cybersecurity career in 7 days, part 1 and part 2, you need to stop, go back and watch those two videos, then come back here. And like last week, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to tune out. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now, if you're here, that means that you're ready to get hired. You're ready to take your career to the next level. So we're gonna jump into LinkedIn and I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to do to attract high-paying cybersecurity roles, specifically in the realm of vulnerability management, straight to your cell phone, straight to your inbox. Let's go. Let's get ready for step 1. All right, cyber heroes, let's go. If you follow the instructions from the last 2 weeks, you should be a certified CourseCareers specialist. You should have a supercharged resume. Now it's time to put out the feelers and attract these high-paying jobs. So you're gonna need a LinkedIn profile. What I'm not going to do is show you how to set up the profile. You should be able to do that. I would argue if you don't know how to set up, at least get started with the LinkedIn profile, you shouldn't be working in cybersecurity. Once we get our profile set up, there's some things that we need to do to make sure that we are in alignment to attract the type of jobs that we're looking for. You gotta understand, people do judge by appearance. So number 1, you need to make sure that you have a decent headline and headshot photo. LinkedIn is a social media website for business professionals. This isn't Instagram, this isn't Facebook, definitely not MySpace. So people don't need to see pictures of you and your friends on your profile picture. It should be you rocking a professional picture, preferably smiling. You want to show yourself as friendly, all right? Next thing is, you want to use a nice wallpaper picture for your backdrop right there. I have this picture of me speaking on a stage in front of thousands of people from a presentation I did in Vancouver. You may not have something like that, but use one of the plain ones, just don't be weird. And what I mean weird is, don't have random pictures of like robots and other weird, man, I've seen some weird things on LinkedIn profiles, man. You want to be cool, calm, and collected. Okay, so you want to list your name, any certifications or designations that you might have. I would even go and list my name, comma, certified CourseCareers specialist. Why not? That's what you are, right? If you did the training that I showed you guys back 2 weeks ago. So you get your profile set up, and then you need to move on to the About You section. The About You section should actually come directly from your resume. So speaking of experience, the About You, the experience, everything on this part of your LinkedIn profile should actually be coming from your resume. The About You section actually does not really need to be about you. It actually needs to be about the people that you're serving. And so what I want to do real quick is I'm actually going to show you a profile of one of my students that's actually doing very well in the cybersecurity space, because my profile is a little different because I'm on the business side of things now. So let's switch over to his profile. So first of all, I'm showing you a profile of a successful cybersecurity professional. I'm not giving you permission to plagiarize his LinkedIn resume at all. All right, don't do that, but just understand what I'm telling you guys so that you understand the framework behind it. So first of all, you got a cool cybersecurity wallpaper right there. And then you have a very nice picture. It's a nice headshot. It's not him and his friends. He's smiling, looks friendly, good. His headline tells you what he is. He's a PCI compliance specialist. Where most people go wrong here, they put their job title. Nobody cares about your job title. Let me repeat, nobody cares about your job title. Your job title is only relevant to the company that you're working for right now. What matters is what you actually do, because that's what companies are gonna hire you for. He's a PCI compliance specialist. He has these certifications. By the way, he got into cybersecurity and is doing very well before he got these certifications. The company that he's working for paid for them. Remember, I told y'all that, right? He's living proof. Okay, the about section. Most people go wrong here with making this long, drawn out list of how analytical they are, how much of a critical thinking they are. It's a bunch of fluff. Recruiters and things are gonna glance at this stuff and they need to be able to move quickly. This is short, concise, and it's palatable. Business IT professional, problem solver, cybersecurity enthusiast, lover of strong passwords, and trusted advisor for strong networks. You see, he's showing his personality inside of this about section. Most people try to use this corporate language and speak in this section, and that doesn't work. People want to see who you are, because you gotta think about it. Oftentimes we spend more time with our coworkers than we do with our own families. So people need to want to be around you and want to work with you. So he's actually showcasing his personality right here, which is great. So then you got the experience. And this right here is another thing that trips people up. So again, I talked about your job title. Your job title is only relevant to the company that you're working with right now. So if you heard anything about my story, or if you looked at any of my previous videos, you'll understand before I made the shift into IT, I was actually working in accounts receivable. Before I started my IT career, I got a lot of experience by being the family IT guy. And my company at the time was called Autex Solutions, which Autex stands for Awesome Techs. Anyway, so I would put all of the experience I had with setting up routers, Wi-Fi networks, just around people's homes and residentials. And I would write bullet points on my resume about how I added value and helped solve problems with that. And that experience I used to land jobs, right? But I did some IT functions as part of that receivable job. And so instead of me putting accounts receivable on my resume, I put tech support, because that was what I want to focus on my resume moving forward. So you need to find the compliance things that you've done in the past, whether you were auditing inventory, you were using applications, you were securing applications with a username and password. Guys, like, think outside of the box here. Those are things that you can use on your resume, which should in turn be on your LinkedIn profile, right? So he has his job titles here, which are showing the progression of his tech career, right? It's gonna be hard to attract recruiters coming at you for cybersecurity roles if they see that you are like a nurse, or you're like a contract consultant working in construction or something. You need to have a congruent profile. So yes, you have permission to change your job title to match where you want to go, as long as you can legitimately say that you've done the work. Now, if you haven't, remember, tech support that you've provided for people in the past, setting up iPhones, configuring wireless networks for people's home networks, your home network counts as experience. Use that GoDaddy domain that you created. Make a company, right? So like if we go back to my profile real quick, profile Boyd Cluis, you will see that Director of Technology at Autex, that was my own company. Support, the tech support stuff I did at Rico, that was accounts receivable. But I did those IT functions, and so that's what I went with right there. So you gotta take control of the narrative when it comes to your experience so that you can sell it going forward. So stepping back to Scott's resume. Of course, he has his education on there. I personally don't have a college degree, so my education stuff is blank. He has the certification, which is a certification from my training academy, Cybersecurity Assurance Specialist Program. Shout out to Baxter Close Training Academy. We help IT guys upgrade their jobs into six-figure cybersecurity careers, and we do this every single day. Shameless plug. All right. CourseCareers Specialist. Look guys, you're learning. You're seeing this, right? He is a senior PCI assessor right now, right? And he followed the steps that I'm giving you guys. CourseCareers Specialist. And so now if you go down to the skills, customer service, troubleshooting, management. Let's look at some of the other skills that he has. Wireless networking. If you've set up home wireless networks, you have wireless networking experience. Project planning, project management, IT service management, network engineering, payment card industry data security standards, PCI DSS. Let me endorse him while I'm here because he is good at it. I know because I taught him. Cybersecurity, firewalls, IT operations, information security, VMware, Windows Server. Every single skill that is on your resume needs to be on your profile right here. Okay? So once you have your profile set up, then you need to take it a step further. You get that established, you need to come over to jobs. You need to then go to the resume builder, and you need to upload your resume. When you're uploading your resume, it's important that you do this, because just creating your profile and making the stuff on the profile like we just reviewed is not enough. You cannot skip this step right here. You cannot. So look, my resume has my areas of expertise. It has my skills, the security tools and everything that I have. So let me show you the difference real quick. So we go over to LinkedIn and we look at my profile. I'm getting job calls, not because of my profile, although people look at my profile to validate who I am. You see, I don't have any job experience listed on my profile. I mean, I don't have the details of the job, but when you go over to my LinkedIn resume, it's all there, what I did, all the accomplishments, everything that I did, as well as all the certifications that I have, and all the skills have to be loaded in there. So what I'm telling you is this takes work, but investing this work in the front end is gonna save you a ton of time in the back end, because you won't need to be submitting a lot of applications. So you need to make sure that your visibility to your profile is turned on so recruiters can actually find you. Make sure that you have a valid phone number, and also go into the settings and change your LinkedIn URL so it actually matches your name. If not, it's gonna be a whole bunch of just random characters after LinkedIn. You wanna configure this as much as possible so that you can stand out. What I truly recommend is using LinkedIn Premium. LinkedIn Premium is gonna give you better insights to jobs, as well as be able to contact hiring managers, which brings me to the next point. You get your LinkedIn profile done. The other thing, there's two things I recommend that you do. Number one, you can actually search your local market for IT recruiters. IT recruiter, and then switch to people. Location, I'm in the United States, so I wanna look for people in the United States. Or you can even do it by your state, and then just start connecting with them. You can add a note. I would like to connect with you. Boom, sent that. So what you got to understand is the reason why I'm doing this and why you should connect with 10 people a day. 10 people a day. All right. What's going to happen is over time, you're going to build up your pipeline of recruiters. And LinkedIn is very, very generous with traffic. So let me show you exactly what I mean when I say LinkedIn is generous with traffic. So if we go over to, let's go back to my profile. Say like on Facebook and Instagram, if you don't have a lot of followers, whenever you post something, people are not going to see it. Maybe only a small percentage of people are going to see it. But on LinkedIn, they are generous with traffic. So if I like your post, they're gonna broadcast it to everybody in my network. When I make a post, they broadcast it to everybody in my network. When someone comments on the post, likes the post, they broadcast it to everybody in their network, so you get more engagements. And if you have a network full of recruiters and you make a post saying, hey, I'm looking to make this transition into IT or cybersecurity, I'm a certified CourseCareers specialist and I'm ready to add value to the next company that's looking for a qualified individual to run a vulnerability management scanner, something to that nature like that. I just made that up at the top of my head. Do that and use hashtags like information security, cybersecurity. People are gonna see that. They start liking, start commenting, spreads like wildfire. Next thing you know, you have a recruiter in your inbox negotiating a deal with you. It happens. And this is without submitting a job application. Because what you need to understand is people hire people, not robots. All right? The reason why submitting job applications doesn't work as well as you think it should, because most of the jobs that are submitted on these job boards or whatnot are already spoken for, man. And I didn't realize this until I was the architect at American Airlines. So check this out. I was a contractor at American Airlines as a security architect, and they made me a full-time offer to become a full-time employee as a senior security architect. So HR gave me the job offer and everything, and then they made a job posting on LinkedIn, Indeed, it wasn't Indeed, LinkedIn, Monster, and Dice.com, I believe, or something like that. And they said, hey Boyd, this link is going live in 30 minutes. As soon as it goes live, you need to apply for this position ASAP. I'm like, why do I need to apply for this position? It's I already have the job. They said for compliance reasons, they needed to post it. So imagine how many companies are out there posting these jobs for compliance reasons that are already spoken for, and you get your heart set on, man, this job is perfect for me, submitting this application, and you're just waiting and you never hear anything back. Or you get a rejection notice. This is why I don't recommend applying for jobs online. Why? It ends in heartbreak. But when you use the recruiting method that I just showed you, it actually becomes a game, man. So how many recruiters can I get to reach out to me this week? I'm a sales and marketing guy, so I love this type of stuff. Change your perspective, change your income. All right, guys, so we made it to the end. I hope that you found some significant value in how to update your LinkedIn profile so that you can automatically attract jobs for high-paying vulnerability management roles. And so if you did find value in this, let me know by dropping a comment, liking this video, subscribing to the channel so that I can keep pumping out information like this to help you take your career to the next level. And if you're looking to join a community of cyber heroes that are on this journey to get into cybersecurity, I invite you to join my private Facebook community called the IT Authority. All you got to do is just click the link in my bio, answer a couple questions, and boom, you're in the community where you get to interact with me and thousands of other IT professionals on this journey to this six-figure cybersecurity income. Well, guys, that's it for this video. I'll see you next week. Let me know how things are going. Keep me updated on your journey in these comments. See you guys later.